think there's more agnostic gospel music out there than most people realize.
On the streets of New York City, where the asphalt greets the sun, morning slips in sideways like a cheetah on the run. She's out there on the sidewalk, kneeling at her toilet, pulling weeds for Jesus with her knuckles in the soil.
I think for us, it's any song that's uplifting and calls on some bigger portion of your spirit to understand it. It's not just a love song. Might be a love song,
right?
Might be a story song, but it's somehow showing or singing about your connection to something bigger, not necessarily naming that thing. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So I think we're drawn to those songs because they make you feel really good. They make you feel like you're a part of something.
She doesn't talk to strangers. She hardly knows you're there. She doesn't want your money. She doesn't want your prayer. Because this is God's dominion. This is peace on earth. This is what she's looking for. This is what she's worth. All the other things that matter slowly slipped away. Now she grows her roses. She grows her roses. She grows her roses. Oh,
It's like a magnet. Once you have a little piece of the magnet with you, other things start coming. So we've definitely been collecting them more over the years. Some of them we've written. Anand wrote a great song called Road to Heaven that was one of our seminal agnostic gospel songs. And so now this last record, Some Bright Morning, really has quite a bit of it on there, to the point where we kind of stepped back and went, whoa, we just made a really spiritual record. How did that happen?
their minds are church, their hearts are steel. Yeah, the wind in the trees is a mighty fine creature, can't you hear? Jerusalem, oh, Mother Earth, she's a mighty fine teacher, can't you hear? Jerusalem, oh, can't you hear? Jerusalem, oh, can't you hear? Jerusalem, oh, make alive in the rhythm, like a rhythm, my soul set free, can't you hear? Jerusalem, oh.
We were just at a friend's house and jamming after a gig, and so I just grabbed anything and everything that was kicking around, and it just, we had a great time. A few weeks later, their guitar player couldn't make it, or it was a banjo player, I can't remember. Somebody couldn't make it, and they said, hey, you want to come and do a show with us? I said, sure. What should I play? I said, well, whatever you want. So I just grabbed anything and everything, and I sat on the floor and was banging on stuff, and they're all standing up playing, and I'm sitting on the floor banging on things. And eventually, I thought, well, they asked me to come and play again, so I put the cardboard box between my knees and was just playing that. But then I missed all the tin cans and knickknacks and all fire extinguisher and dustpan and whatever I had. So I thought, how can I do this? So I duct taped things to the box, but then the duct tape would sag. Eventually I graduated to Velcro, and then thought, well, if I put it in a stand, then I can use a suit, and I can use my feet, because I played drum sets. So I put it in a stand. About that time I needed something to carry everything in, so I went to Goodwill and got a suitcase. And it just so happens that Ventura is the best kind of suitcase for a bass drum sound. This is sort of what I started off with more, was just a bunch of junk as a kid.
Right.
We started.
I'm having a flashback. Fat Albert flashback. Sorry.
How you doing, man?
That show was I mean, I watched that all the time. I love that junkyard band.
You should see him in Goodwill though, because he's there back into a pile of suitcases whacking on them, and the little old ladies who are, who are staffing the Goodwill are coming up like, "Sir, can I help you with something?"
We got another one and I want it. It's kind of contagious, right? So every time like I'm dealing with the recycling at home, and I'll pull out like I'll pick up like a tin can, and I'll be like, and my wife Polly will look at me like, no, just recycle.
Just recycle.
I'm like, but Scott might really like this.
Who will be one if I'm weak? Who will be strong? If I'm fake, who will be real? If I'm numb, who will feel?
I think that we as a band have a pretty healthy attitude about where the priorities are and how often we go out for how long. I've decided I'm training my sons to be roadies. So in a couple of years, they're going to come out on the road with us and make everything easier.
Yeah, Jack is really good at helping me with my drums.
There is something really, for me, different about hearing someone live, like being at this festival and hearing a bass player play a certain way, or hearing any band do something, and like that sticks with me far longer and far more deeply than something I kind of cruise by on the internet, on YouTube or something.
You pay attention differently when the moment is not repeatable.
Right. Yeah.
And it's also just moving
Exactly.
to watch humans make music together.
It becomes about community, and it becomes about something that, again, to circle back, it's like it's something you're a part of. You join in this thing as a musician,
Right.
and you give to the audience, and they give back to you. And
Time and time again, there's some artist that is a crossover or does something in a new way, and it appeals to you, and then you want to go back and find.
Yeah.
You want to find the roots.
you see it reflected in music everywhere, that there's eclecticism is like, it's kind of like standard now. You see a bluegrass band, but they're doing different things with the rhythm.
It's cool. I mean, I think that, and then every new round of people feels like they're rediscovering all these old things.
You get it. You know you do.
There you go. All right.
I'm gonna have to practice this. We're jacks of all trades. We kind of like to take what we like from lots of different things and put it together. Hopefully not, shallowly, but in a way that serves whatever song that we're playing. But I just want to throw that in there in the eclecticism conversation.
I think it's well said.
Build a bridge, watch it break apart.